Hello children, welcome to my English class. Children, before we are going to discuss our lesson, let us see some pictures. Children, see what is the special thing you can find here? Yes, the man has only one leg. Still, he is trying to swim. Now children, see the second picture. What is the girl doing? Yes, the girl is swimming in the pool. Even though the girl has handicapped and her lower limbs are not healthy, still she is swimming in the pool. See, remember who is she? Yes, she is C.N. Janaki. Now we will read more about C.N. Janaki. And the lesson, the swimmer who doesn't need her legs. Children, in our last class, already we discussed the paragraph number 1 and 2. Now, just we will recapitulate the paragraph number 1 and 2. See, in 1987, Janaki was struck by polio. She got an idea to swim the English Channel. So, she conveyed her wish to English Channel Swimming Association. English Channel Swimming Association kept two conditions. What are the two conditions? The first one, 10 hours continuous swimming in water, and the second condition is marathon swimming for long hours in the high seas. These are the recapitulate point of the paragraph number 1 and 2. Children, now we will discuss about the paragraph number 3, 4, 5 and 6. Now I am going to read paragraph number 3. Just you listen mindfully and follow me. Janaki began training very hard in Bangalore to fulfill these conditions. After almost 4 years of training, she said, I was able to spend 10 hours at a stretch in the swimming pool. An NIS coach, Mr. Gopal, gave me certificate saying that he had seen me swim for 10 hours continuously. See the paragraph number 4. Then, with the help of the Thiamia National Academy of Adventure, she went to the coastal town of Malpe and began training in the Arabian Sea. She spent 3 weeks there with a coach called Dinesh Suvarna. She learned to spend long hours in the sea by swimming a minimum of 20 kilometers a day. Now paragraph number 5. Janaki then returned to Bangalore and sent her certificates to the Channel Swimming Association in England. When they gave her the permission to make the attempt, she had to start collecting funds for the trip. The government, a few private agencies and several friends contributed the money she needed for the attempt. See paragraph number 6. Janaki and her parents left for England in the middle of 1992. When she reached Dover and began practicing in the English Channel, the Channel Swimming Association officials were quite shocked. This was the first time in their experience that a physically handicapped person was trying to swim the English Channel. Children, now we will discuss the unfamiliar words of paragraph number 3, 4, 5 and 6. See, NIS. What is the meaning of NIS? Means National Institute of Sports. See the picture? It is located in Bangalore. Then coastal town of Malpe. See the picture? It is located at Udupi district, Bangalore. Then to make the attempt. an act of trying to do something. Then contribute, to give money or help. See the picture? Someone give money. Okay. Then shocked. This is feeling surprised. Children, now I am going to explain paragraph number 3 line by line. Listen mindfully. Janaki began training very hard in Bangalore to fulfill these conditions. My dear students, already we have discussed the two conditions. What is the first condition? Means Janaki should be able to swim continuously in water. And what was the second condition? Janaki should be able to do marathon swimming in the high seas. So to fulfill these conditions, now Janaki began training very hard. Where? In Bangalore. After almost 4 years of training, she said, I was able to spend 10 hours at a stretch in the swimming pool. How many years? Almost 4 years of training. Now Janaki said that she was able to spend 10 hours continuously in the water. An NIS coach, Mr. Gopal, gave me certificate saying that he had seen me swim for 10 hours continuously. NIS coach, National Institute Sports, the coach name was Mr. Gopal. Now Mr. Gopal gave Janaki the certificate and saying that Mr. Gopal had seen Janaki swim for 10 hours continuously in water. See the paragraph 4. Then, with the help of the Thiamia National Academy of Adventure, she went to the coastal town of Malpe and began training in the Arabian Sea. The second training of Janaki was with the help of Thiamia National Academy of Adventure. She went to the coastal town of Malpe. Where is the coastal town of Malpe? In the Arabian Sea. And there she started her training. And she spent 3 weeks there with a coach called Dinesh Subarna. Okay, how many weeks she spent there? 3 weeks under the guidance of or under the coach Mr. Dinesh Subarna. She learned to spend long hours in the sea by swimming a minimum of 20 kilometers a day. After 3 weeks training, Janaki learned to spend long hours in the sea by swimming a minimum of how many kilometers? 20 kilometers in a day. Now see paragraph number 5. Janaki then returned to Bangalore and sent her certificates to the Channel Swimming Associations in England. After 2 trainings, almost 4 years training and 3 weeks training, now Janaki returned to where? Bangalore and sent her all certificates to whom? The English Channel Swimming Association. When they gave her the permission to make the attempt, she had to start collecting funds for the trip. Now, the Channel Swimming Association gave her the certificates or gave her the permissions to Janaki to make an attempt. So, definitely she will need money for why? For going to England. That's why she had to start collecting funds for her trip. The government, a few private agencies and several friends contributed the money she needed for the attempt. Okay children, there are 3 sources came forward for Janaki to help Janaki. What were the 3 sources? The first one, the government, and the second one, a few private agencies, and the third one, several friends who contributed money she needed or Janaki needed for her attempt. See paragraph number 6. Janaki and her parents left for England in the middle of 1992. After all such attempts, now Janaki and her parents finally left for England in the middle of 1992. When she reached Dover and began practicing in the English Channel, the Channel Swimming Association officials were quite shocked. After reached England, Janaki reached Dover and began practicing in the English Channel. The Channel Swimming Association officials were quite shocked. Why? Because Janki was a handicapped girl. Already you know the leg is most important for swimming, and they thought that how a handicapped girl can swim an English Channel. So this was why they were shocked, because this was the first time in their experience that a physically handicapped person was trying to swim the English Channel. In their experience, this was the first time a physically handicapped girl trying to swim the English Channel. Children, now see the picture of National Institute of Sports. See, it is in Bangalore. See, Malpe Beach, Udupi district in Bangalore. See, this is the Dover Beach. Where it is located? Yes, in England. Children, now we will discuss the summary of paragraph number 3, 4, 5 and 6. See, first, C.N. Janki is the first handicapped swimmer. She was struck by polio in 1987. She began training in Bangalore. Got certificate from Mr. Gopal. Who was Mr. Gopal? NIS coach Mr. Gopal. And went to Malpe and began training in the Arabian Sea. With the help of Thiamia National Academy of Adventure, she went to Malpe and began training in the Arabian Sea. Okay? After, when she wanted to go England, for why? Swimming the English Channel, 3 sources came forward to help Janaki. What were the 3 sources? The government, a few private agencies and several friends contributed the money she needed for the attempt. Lastly, Janki went to Dover in England for practicing or to join in a team to cross over the English Channel. Children, now we'll discuss some question answers of paragraph number 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay, answer the questions in a word or a phrase. Where did Janaki begin her training? Where? Tell me. Yes, in Bangalore. Okay. Children, see the second question. How long did Janaki train in Bangalore? How long? Tell me. How many years? Yes, very good. Almost 4 years. Okay. Then next question. Who gave Janaki the certificate for swimming for 10 hours continuously? Who gave? Tell me. Yes, NIS coach. Yes, Mr. Gopal. Who was the coach in the coastal town of Malpe? Very easy question. Yes, very good. Dinesh Subarna. Okay, the next question is, when did Janaki and her parents leave for England? Yes, in the middle of, yes, 1992. Okay, see the next question. Who contributed money for the attempt? Yes, there were 3 sources, no? Tell me. First one, the government. Okay, second one, yes, a few private agencies. and yes, several friends. Okay, next question is that how many kilometers did she and Janki swim in the Arabian Sea in a day? How many kilometers? Yes, 20 kilometers. Okay, the last question is that where is English Channel Swimming Association? Yes, England. In children, this is all about paragraph number 3, 4, 5 and 6. Understood? Thank you. Bye bye.